Michael Jackson did not just create music. He sculpted an entire universe of sight and sound. His influence on fashion was not merely a side effect of his fame, but a deliberate, powerful statement that resonated across the globe. Long before pop stars meticulously curated their public images with teams of stylists, Michael was his own visionary. He understood that clothing was more than just fabric. It was a costume, a character, a second skin that amplified the stories he told through his songs and dance. His style was a language everyone could understand, transcending cultural and generational divides, making him an icon whose impact on what we wear is as profound as his impact on what we listen to. He was a master of visual storytelling. Every sequin, every buckle, every single white glove was a piece of a larger narrative. Michael knew the power of a silhouette. He knew that a sharply tailored jacket or a perfectly placed fedora could become instantly recognizable, forever linked to his name. This wasn't accidental, it was the work of a genius who saw the stage as a canvas and his body as the ultimate instrument of expression. He wasn't just following trends, he was creating them with an audacity that, honestly, few had ever dared to display. His clothes were an extension of his performance art, as crucial as the moonwalk itself. The world watched, captivated as he transformed. From the vibrant hues of his youth to the military-inspired regalia of his peak, his wardrobe was a spectacle. He taught a generation that fashion was a tool for empowerment and self-expression. You didn't just listen to a Michael Jackson song, you experienced it. And a huge part of that experience was visual. He made music videos into cinematic events, and his fashion was always the co-star. The clothes were bold, theatrical, and utterly unforgettable, cementing his status not just as a musician, but as a true fashion revolutionary whose influence continues to ripple through the industry today. His approach was fearless. He mixed masculine and feminine elements, played with historical references, and embraced embellishments with unapologetic glee. Michael's fashion choices were a declaration of his own unique identity, a refusal to be boxed in by convention. He wore his clothes with a confidence that was magnetic, inspiring millions to be bolder in their own style choices. He proved that what you wear could be a source of strength, a way to project an image to the world that was larger than life. This sartorial bravery is a key reason why his legacy as a fashion icon endures, as timeless and powerful as his greatest hits. The seeds of Michael's fashion genius were planted early, during his time as the prodigious frontman of the Jackson 5. Under the polished guidance of Motown, the group became a visual sensation. Their look was a vibrant tapestry of 1970s style, meticulously coordinated to present an image of unity and youthful energy. They burst onto the scene in a riot of color, wearing matching outfits that were impossible to ignore. Bright pinks, electric blues, sunny yellows. These were not just clothes but a joyful announcement of their arrival. It was here, in the heart of the Motown machine, that Michael first learned how to use fashion as a powerful tool of communication. The trends of the era were their playground. Bell-bottom trousers with their dramatic flair exaggerated their youthful movements and added a theatrical swish to their synchronized choreography. These were often paired with wide-collared shirts and form-fitting vests, creating a silhouette that defined the decade. Platform shoes gave the young brothers literal and figurative height, elevating their presence on stage and making them seem larger than life. For Michael, these early costumes were his first taste of transformation, showing him how the right outfit could command a stage and captivate an audience before he even sang a single note. Motown's influence was about more than just matching suits, it was about discipline and presentation. The label's founder, Berry Gordy, insisted on a polished, professional image for all his artists. This meant every detail was considered, from their afros to their shiny shoes. This early training instilled in Michael a deep understanding of the importance of image. He saw firsthand how a cohesive, well-executed look could amplify the music and create a lasting brand. The Jackson 5 style was fun and accessible, yet impeccably put together, a formula that Michael would later adapt and elevate to unimaginable heights in his solo career. This period was a crucial apprenticeship. While the group's style was a collective effort, it provided Michael with the fundamental building blocks of his future fashion identity. He learned about color theory, the impact of a strong silhouette, and the power of a coordinated aesthetic. The exuberant, joyful fashion of the Jackson 5 was the perfect launching pad for the young star. It was a foundation of flair and showmanship upon which he would build his own sartorial kingdom, taking the lessons of Motown and infusing them with his own singular, otherworldly vision to become a style icon for the ages. As Michael Jackson stepped away from the collective identity of his family band, his personal style underwent a dramatic and deliberate transformation. The vibrant matching outfits of the Jackson 5 gave way to a more sophisticated and individualized look. The release of Off the Wall marked the beginning of this evolution. Suddenly, the world saw a new Michael. He appeared in sleek tuxedos, his bow tie a symbol of his arrival as a mature solo artist. The sparkle remained, but it was refined. His signature look now included socks that glittered under the stage lights, a subtle yet brilliant detail that hinted at the showman he was becoming. This era was about defining Michael Jackson, the individual. He was no longer one of 5 brothers, he was a singular star, and his clothes needed to reflect that. He started to curate a personal uniform, pieces that would become synonymous with his name. The cropped trousers were designed to do more than just follow a trend, they were a practical choice made to showcase his incredible footwork. Every eye was drawn to his dazzling socks and black loafers as he glided and spun across the stage. It was a masterful move, using fashion to direct the audience's gaze and highlight his unique talent as a dancer. The arrival of Thriller catapulted his fashion influence into the stratosphere. This was no longer just about style, it was about creating cultural moments. The red and black leather jacket from the Thriller video became an instant icon, one of the most imitated pieces of clothing of the decade. Then came the Billie Jean ensemble, the black fedora, the single-sequined glove, the leather jacket. These were not just accessories, they were artifacts. Each piece was imbued with meaning, becoming a powerful symbol of his artistic identity. He was crafting a mythology through his wardrobe, and the world was completely mesmerized. With each album, the evolution continued, becoming more theatrical and militaristic. The Bad era introduced an obsession with buckles, zippers, and black leather, projecting an image of toughness and edge. By the Dangerous tour, his stage costumes were like armor, adorned with gold plating and metallic details that made him look like a futuristic commander. He was no longer just a pop star, he was a general leading an army of fans. This evolution from the sparkling boy in a tuxedo to the armored king of pop demonstrates a clear artistic trajectory, proving that his fashion was as thoughtfully composed as any of his musical arrangements. Michael Jackson's influence on the world of fashion did not end with his passing, it has proven to be eternal. His visionary style continues to echo on runways and in street style across the globe, a testament to his unparalleled creativity. High fashion designers have repeatedly drawn inspiration from his iconic wardrobe, reinterpreting his signature looks for new generations. Balmain, under Olivier Rousteing, has famously channeled Michael's spirit, featuring embellished military jackets, sharp shoulders, and a rock and roll glamour that feels like a direct homage. The King of Pop's aesthetic has become a permanent fixture in the fashion zeitgeist. His impact is seen in specific, recognizable details. The military jacket, for instance, has become a staple, consistently reappearing in collections by designers from Givenchy to Burberry. His love for sparkle and sequins can be seen in the glamorous evening wear that dominates red carpets. Even his more casual choices, like the simple white t-shirt paired with a black leather jacket, have been endlessly replicated. He broke down barriers, blending masculine tailoring with flamboyant embellishments in a way that continues to inspire designers who play with androgyny and gender fluidity in their own work. He gave them permission to be daring. Beyond the high fashion world, his style has permeated popular culture so deeply that it has become part of our collective visual language. Countless artists, from Beyoncé and Rihanna to Lady Gaga and Janelle Monáe, have paid tribute to him through their own fashion and performance choices. They have adopted his use of powerful silhouettes, his love for theatrical costumes, and his commitment to creating unforgettable visual moments. They understand what Michael knew instinctively, that fashion is a critical part of the performance, a way to elevate music into a multi-sensory experience that captivates and inspires. Ultimately, Michael Jackson's legacy as a style icon is secure because he was more than just a man who wore interesting clothes. He was a true innovator who used fashion as an extension of his art. He crafted a visual identity so powerful that it remains instantly recognizable and endlessly influential. The white glove, the fedora, the sparkling jacket, these are not just items of clothing but symbols of a creative genius who changed pop culture forever. He didn't just wear the clothes, he gave them a soul. And for that reason, Michael Jackson will forever reign as the undisputed king of pop and the eternal king of style.